Who are these Revolutionary Guards? Hello, dear viewers. Today we will take an in-depth look at one of Iran's most powerful and influential institutions, the Revolutionary Guards. This video will comprehensively cover the history of the Revolutionary Guards, its structure, its role inside and outside Iran, its impact on international relations, and its future. If you are ready, let's get started. 1. Establishment and history of the Revolutionary Guards. The 1979 Islamic Revolution in Iran led to radical changes in the political, social, and military structure of the country. Immediately after the revolution, on May 5, 1979, the Revolutionary Guards were established on the orders of Ayatollah Khomeini. But why was there a need for such an institution? In the early days of the revolution, a reliable military force was needed to protect the new regime and keep the ideals of the revolution alive. The Shah-era army was not fully trusted by the new regime. The Revolutionary Guards were created to fill this void and protect the gains of the Islamic Revolution. Initially a force of only 10,000 men, the Revolutionary Guards quickly grew and diversified. The Iran-Iraq War, which lasted from 1980 to 1988, led to the rapid development and strengthening of the organization. During the war, the Revolutionary Guards played important roles, not only in the military field, but also in areas such as intelligence and logistics. After the war, the role of the Revolutionary Guards gradually expanded. After the death of Ayatollah Khomeini in 1989, the organization went from being a purely military force to becoming an important actor in the political and economic life of the country. 2. Structure and units of the Revolutionary Guards. The Revolutionary Guards have a complex and multifaceted structure. To better understand this structure, let us examine the main units of the organization in detail. A. Ground Forces. The largest unit of the Revolutionary Guards, the ground forces, are tasked with providing security within the country. Unlike the regular army, this unit has lighter and more mobile troops. They also receive special training in guerrilla tactics. B. Air Force. Established in 1985, this unit is responsible for Iran's air defense. It also manages the country's ballistic missile program. In recent years, it has made significant progress, especially in the field of unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. C. Navy. Established in 1985, the Navy is particularly known for its activities in the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz. It focuses on asymmetric warfare capabilities, such as fast boats and submarines. D. Quds Force. In charge of the Revolutionary Guards' foreign operations, this unit plays a critical role in expanding Iran's regional influence. It supports and directs proxy forces in countries such as Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, and Yemen. E. Besiege. A paramilitary force composed of volunteers, the besiegers play an active role in internal security and social control. It is also tasked with spreading the regime's ideology and mobilizing society. F. Intelligence Organization. The Revolutionary Guard's own intelligence unit carries out both domestic and foreign intelligence activities. This unit plays a particularly important role in tracking anti-regime groups and planning operations abroad. 3. The role of the Revolutionary Guards in Iran. The Revolutionary Guards are not only a military force, but also an important actor in Iran's political and economic life. To better understand the role of the organization within Iran, let us examine some important points in detail. A. Political influence. The Revolutionary Guards have a strong influence on Iran's political life. Many former Revolutionary Guard commanders hold senior political positions in the country. For example, former President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad was a politician with Revolutionary Guards roots. There are also many former Revolutionary Guard members in the Iranian parliament. The organization is also influential in the country's political decisions, especially on foreign policy and security issues. The views of the Revolutionary Guards are of great importance. Some analysts even claim that the organization sometimes directs or overrides the policies of the government and the foreign ministry. B. Economic power. The Revolutionary Guards control a large part of Iran's economy. This economic power has been achieved and maintained through various means. Corporations. The organization owns a large number of companies operating in strategic sectors such as construction, oil and gas, telecommunications, automotive, and banking. These companies include Hatam Al-Anbiya, Iran's largest contracting firm. Smuggling. Due to international sanctions, companies controlled by the Revolutionary Guards are allegedly involved in illegal trade and smuggling. Tax exemption. Many companies controlled by the organization are exempt from taxation, giving them a major economic advantage. Tenders. The majority of state tenders are awarded to companies affiliated with the Revolutionary Guards. C. Ideological role. The Revolutionary Guards are tasked with protecting and spreading the ideological foundations of the Islamic Republic of Iran. To this end, it carries out various activities. Education. The organization organizes ideological education programs in schools and universities. Media. The Revolutionary Guards control various media outlets. Through these channels, the regime's ideology and perspective are disseminated. Cultural activities. The influence of the Revolutionary Guards is also felt in areas such as cinema, theater, and music. The organization actively uses these fields to spread the culture of revolution. D. Internal security. The Revolutionary Guards play an important role in the fight against opposition movements within the country. It fulfills this role in the following ways. Protest suppression. Plays a leading role in responding to protests across the country. Intelligence. Gathers intelligence on opposition groups and individuals and conducts operations when necessary. Cybersecurity. It plays an active role in maintaining control over the internet and social media. 4. Regional and global impact of the Revolutionary Guards. The Revolutionary Guards' influence is not limited to Iran. The organization is also an important regional and global actor. Let us examine some examples in detail to better understand this influence. A. Syrian Civil War. The Revolutionary Guards took an active role in supporting the Assad regime in Syria. This support took the following forms. Military advice. Iran provided military training and advice to the Syrian army and pro-regime militias. Direct intervention. Iranian troops have directly participated in the Syrian conflict, particularly under the leadership of Quds Force commander Qasem Soleimani. Proxy forces. Iran has sent and supported allied groups such as the Lebanese Hezbollah to Syria. B. Presence in Iraq. The Revolutionary Guards gradually increased its influence in Iraq after the 2003 U.S. invasion. Shiite militias. It trained, financed, and directed Shiite militia groups such as the Hashd al-Shabi. Political influence. It has established close ties with Iraq's Shia political parties and influenced the country's politics. Economic ties. Much of the trade between Iran and Iraq is conducted through companies controlled by the Revolutionary Guards. C. Lebanese Hezbollah. The Revolutionary Guards have provided support to the Hezbollah organization in Lebanon for many years. Military training. Hezbollah. Militants receive military training in Iran and Lebanon. Arms support. Iran provides most of Hezbollah's weapons and missile systems. Financial assistance. Iran provides Hezbollah with hundreds of millions of dollars in financial support annually. D. Conflict in Yemen. Iranian support for the Houthi rebels in Yemen is channeled through the Revolutionary Guards. Military advice. Advising the Houthis on military strategy and tactics. Arms support. Allegedly providing missile systems and other weapons to the Houthis. Intelligence support. It provides the Houthis with intelligence on developments in the region. E. Palestinian issue. The IRGC also plays a role in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict by supporting Palestinian groups such as Hamas and Islamic Jihad. Training and counseling. It provides military training and counseling to these groups. Missile technology, helping Hamas develop rocket and missile capabilities. Financial support provides financial support to these groups. 5. Revolutionary Guards and international sanctions. The activities of the Revolutionary Guards have drawn the reaction of the international community. In particular, the United States and Western countries designate the organization as a terrorist organization and impose sanctions. Let us examine some important points of these sanctions in detail. A. U.S. sanctions. 2019. Decision. In 2019, the U.S. designated the Revolutionary Guards as a foreign terrorist organization. This was the first instance of the U.S. designating a country's official military establishment as a terrorist organization. Economic sanctions. The U.S. imposes comprehensive economic sanctions on companies and individuals linked to the Revolutionary Guards. These sanctions also extend to foreign firms doing business with these companies. Asset freeze. The U.S. freezes the assets of individuals and organizations linked to the Revolutionary Guards in the U.S. B. EU sanctions. Terror list. Although the EU does not designate the Revolutionary Guards as a terrorist organization, it has placed some of its top commanders on the sanctions list. Economic restrictions. EU countries refrain from trading with companies linked to the Revolutionary Guards. C. UN sanctions. Arms embargo. The UN Security Council imposes an arms embargo on Iran. This embargo specifically targets the activities of the Revolutionary Guards. Nuclear program. UN sanctions imposed due to Iran's nuclear program also indirectly affect the Revolutionary Guards. D. Effects of sanctions. Economic impacts. The sanctions negatively affect the Iranian economy and restrict the international activities of companies controlled by the Revolutionary Guards. This causes economic hardship and unemployment within the country. Technological restrictions. The sanctions make it difficult for Iran to access the high-tech products it needs, especially in the military field. Diplomatic consequences. Sanctions strain Iran's relations with the international community and complicate prospects for diplomatic solutions. Domestic policy implications. Within Iran, the sanctions have provoked different reactions from both regime supporters and opponents. While some see the sanctions as an intervention by foreign powers and increase their support for the regime, others criticize the policies that led to the sanctions. 6. Technological development of the Revolutionary Guards. The Revolutionary Guards are also making important breakthroughs in the field of military technology, particularly in missile technology and unmanned aerial vehicles. Remarkable advances are being made. Let us examine some important aspects of these technological developments in detail. A. Ballistic missile program. Indigenous production. Iran has developed and produced ballistic missiles of various ranges such as Shahab, Sejil, and Fateh, precision guidance systems. In recent years, Iran has been working on precision guidance systems to improve missile accuracy. Underground missile facilities. Iran has built underground facilities to protect its missiles. B. Unmanned aerial vehicles. UAVs. Diversity. Iran has developed a variety of UAVs for reconnaissance, surveillance, and attack. Long-range UAVs. Long-range and durable UAVs, such as the Shahed 129, have been produced. Swarm UAV technology. Recently, swarm UAV technology, based on the coordinated use of a large number of small UAVs, has been studied. C. Cybersecurity. Defense capacity. Iran is working hard to increase its defense capacity against cyber attacks, offensive capabilities. At the same time, it is also improving its cyber offensive capabilities against other countries. Cyber army. It is claimed that a cyber army has been established within the Revolutionary Guards? D. Space program. Satellite launches. Iran has developed the capability to launch its own satellites into space. Military applications. The space program is thought to be used for military intelligence and communications. 7. Revolutionary Guards and Iranian society. The Revolutionary Guards' impact on Iranian society is complex and multifaceted. To better understand this impact, let us consider some important points in detail. A. Social status. Prestige. Being a member of the Revolutionary Guards provides a certain status and privilege in Iranian society. Social mobility. The organization is seen as a means of social mobility, especially for young people from the lower and middle classes. Criticisms. However, the growing power and privileges of the organization cause discomfort in some segments of society. B. Ideological influence. Education system. The Revolutionary Guards organize ideological education programs in schools and universities. Media control. Media outlets controlled by the organization play an important role in spreading the regime's ideology. Cultural activities. The influence of the Revolutionary Guards is also felt in areas such as cinema, theater, and music. C. Economic roles. Employment. The economic activities of the Revolutionary Guards constitute an important source of employment. Economic inequality. However, the organization's dominant role in the economy can deepen economic inequalities. Corruption allegations. Allegations of corruption related to the organization's economic activities create discomfort in the society. D. Social reactions. Supporters. A segment of society considers the Revolutionary Guards indispensable for the security and independence of the country. Critics. Others criticize the growing power of the institution and its influence on society. Youth. Criticism of the institution's ideological and social role is growing, especially among the youth. 8. Future of the Revolutionary Guards. So, how will the future of the Revolutionary Guards take shape? The answer to this question depends on developments in Iran's domestic dynamics and international relations. However, we can evaluate some possible scenarios and factors in detail. A. Domestic political balances. Reformists versus conservatives. The struggle between reformist and conservative forces in Iran could affect the future of the Revolutionary Guards. The role of the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's successor, could shape the future of the organization. Social demands. Increasing demands for democratization and freedom could redefine the role of the institution. B. Economic factors. Impact of sanctions. The continuation or lifting of international sanctions will directly affect the economic strength of the institution. Economic reforms. Possible economic liberalization could change the role of the IRGC in the economy. Oil and gas sector. Developments in this sector will affect the financial strength of the organization. C. Regional dynamics. Relations with neighboring countries. Iran's relations with regional powers such as Saudi Arabia and Turkey may affect the role of the IRGC. Situation in Syria and Iraq. Developments in these countries will shape the organization's regional influence. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The course of this conflict could affect the IRGC's activities in the region. D. International relations. Relations with the United States. A possible détente in Iran. U.S. relations could affect the organization's position. Nuclear deal. Developments in the nuclear program could shape the role of the IRGC. Relations with China and Russia. Strategic partnerships with these countries could affect the future of the organization. E. Technological developments. Military technology. The organization's efforts to increase its technological capacity will be an important factor that will determine its future role. Cybersecurity. Developments in this field may increase the importance of the organization. Space program. Advances in space technology could increase the prestige and importance of the institution. Conclusion. Dear viewers, in this comprehensive review, we have examined the history of the Revolutionary Guards, its structure, its role inside and outside Iran, its impact on international relations, and its future. As we have seen, the Revolutionary Guards is not only a military force, but also a complex institution that deeply affects Iran's political, economic, and social structure. Its future is closely linked to Iran's domestic dynamics, regional developments, and international relations. How the Revolutionary Guards evolves is an issue that could affect not only Iran, but the entire Middle East and even global balances. I hope that by watching this video, you have gained a comprehensive understanding of the Revolutionary Guards. I would like to emphasize once again how important it is to understand this complex and multifaceted issue in order to better understand our region and world politics. If you found this video useful, please do not forget to like it and subscribe to my channel. Also, I look forward to your comments. What other topics would you like me to cover about the Revolutionary Guards? Please share your views and questions in the comments section. See you in the next video. Bye.